Good morning. So I haven't done one of these videos in so long. It must be, I don't know, at least 6 months. And I still haven't figured out how I stop the camera from shaking. I'm gonna have to get, thank you, cheers. Okay, so everyone must think I'm mental because I've got this big fuck off camera essentially in my face, like on the front of my car. But the beauty is that I'm driving, so I just drive away. So yeah, I haven't done one of these in a while, far too long. And I don't really know what I'm gonna say now, but I figured whilst I'm driving to work, I am running late, of course I am. I thought I would check in and say hello. So I went to a Ricky Gervais show last night, and for those people that don't know, I love Ricky Gervais. I don't think there's anything that I haven't enjoyed. Actually, that's not true. Like, his films are a bit questionable, but like his comedy stand-up, like I thoroughly, oh, it's shaking everywhere. But yeah, his comedy stand-up, I thoroughly enjoy it. I think, in my opinion, he's probably one of the best comics, alongside Louis CK and Bill Burr. So yeah, I booked this ticket. I was really looking forward to it, and I was looking forward to it for 2 reasons. One, as we've already established, I really like Ricky Gervais and I really enjoy his stuff, but I did it more so for character development. And I know this is going to sound really stupid, so the camera's like at an angle. I'm so sorry, I'll figure it out next time, I'm sure. Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk to you and pretend that I'm not fucking this up. Anyway, so I did it for character development, because I went by myself. So I spent over £100 on this front row ticket to see Ricky Gervais, and I have never been to a comedy show by myself, and whilst it wasn't something that particularly scared me or intimidated me, because I'm quite comfortable being alone, it was something that I'd never really comprehended before, or I've never really like considered going to a comedy gig by myself. So my boyfriend and I, we broke up last month. Oh shit, is it last month? Yeah, it is, yeah, last month. And yeah, for a little while, I won't tell you how long, just in case he watches this, but for a little while I was really, really fucking down. Oh shit. It's the camera telling me like, stop talking right now. Yeah, I hear you, but I'm gonna continue. But yeah, so yeah, I was really fucking down, and I thought, right, what will make me feel better? And oh, it's so fucking hot in this car. Turn down that heating. I was like, right, so I like seeing my friends, I like seeing my family members, some of them, and I like comedy. I like comedy more so than anything else in the world. Including further back. No, I'm joking. Like, I just really like comedy. So I booked this ticket to see Ricky Gervais. So the tickets were really expensive, and whilst I have some wonderful friends, I knew that they wouldn't be interested in Ricky Gervais. And I actually found out like the following couple of days that one of my best friends was seeing Ricky Gervais, but she was seeing him the day before and I was seeing him the day after, and I didn't even consider that she would like him, but yeah, it just didn't work out. So I went to see Ricky Gervais by myself, which is fine. It's okay. So I arrived, and naturally I was around a load of couples, which I predicted anyway, so that's fine. Like, you know, it is what it is, and just because I'm sad and lonely and pathetic doesn't mean everybody else has to be sad, lonely and pathetic. So I was really happy for people, and well, I was as happy as you possibly can for someone that you don't give a shit about. That's so mean, but it's so true. So yeah, it's fine. So when the doors opened at 7 o'clock, I sat down, and I was quite happy, just chilling out. I called up my friend Nicole and I was like, oh my goodness, it's so offensively close. Like, if I were any closer to Ricky Gervais, I would have thought that we were on a date with one another. Like, it was super, like, I felt like if I were to reach my hand out, like, I would touch him. Like, it was really peculiar. But yeah, so I was sat by myself for maybe like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, and then this woman who, oh my god, like, she's just, you know those people, and I'm sure you've come across them in life, you know those people that just give you far too much information despite the fact that you don't know one another. She was one of those. So she was telling me about her boyfriend that had just committed suicide, and she was telling me about her mum and her dad, and then I was like, oh my god. I was like, I'm at a comedy gig by myself, why am I next to this woman? Like, what have I done to deserve this? And then she was telling me that her and Ricky had fallen out via Twitter, and she's purchased 3 tickets. I know. She'd purchased 3 tickets. One, oh, it's such a bad angle. One, that's a bit better. One at Bournemouth, one at Southampton, one at Portsmouth. Like, she was like a mega fan, and she was like, oh my goodness, like, do you think that he'll recognise me? Like, I've taken out my hair extensions, like, just talking at me for like half an hour before this gig started. I was like, oh fuck my, actually probably wasn't even that long, it was probably like 10 minutes, but it felt like years, and she was just talking at me. I was like, oh, fuck my life. And then like throughout the comedy gig, she was fine, like she was laughing like naturally, because that's what you do at a comedy gig, but she was just really irritating me. Like, at any given opportunity she was like digging her elbow like in my side. It was almost like she was like prompting me to laugh. Like, don't tell me to laugh, like don't tell me to have, like, I was laughing, like I was laughing at all like the right bits and whatever, like I was laughing, it was a genuine laugh. Like, I laughed when it tickled me, when I laughed when I felt like I needed to laugh. But yeah, she was like, you know when some people like, oh, they like hit you. It doesn't make any sense, but you know when it's like, oh, you know, just laugh. It's so peculiar, I can't even explain it, but she kept on doing that to the point where it got to like, I don't know, it got to about the last hour, and I looked at her and I was like, excuse me, you need to stop pushing me. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And then there's this, so that happened to my right, and then on my left, I had this guy who was fine, he was perfectly reasonable, like, I don't know him, whatever. But next to him was this woman who doesn't know how to laugh, it turns out. So she was laughing at, not all the wrong bits, because there's no wrong bits in comedy, but she was laughing, it's really hard to explain without coming across like an absolute dick, but she was laughing, yeah, I'm just gonna say it, she was laughing at the wrong bits. Like, the punchline she didn't laugh, like, not that she refused, but she just didn't laugh. And then other bits which weren't as funny and no one was laughing at, she was the one that found it hysterical. Like, it just, the whole nature of comedy is that there's like a build up, and she just didn't get it. But then not only that, and the reason why she fucking like annoyed me is because her laugh was not genuine. Like, you know those people that smile and they don't smile with their eyes, and you're like, well, that's not a real smile, like, there's something up with you. Well, she had that, but in a laugh form. Like, she just was like, ha 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 ha, like that was her laugh for like 2 fucking hours. I had to endure this. So I was like sat there, I wasn't like sat there, I was sat there, I was sat there thinking, I've got this lady to my right who keeps essentially hitting me. I've got this other woman to my left, and I don't want to be this woman that doesn't like women, but last night I was. And I had this woman to my left who just didn't know how to laugh and was laughing at all the wrong bits. And I thought, why am I doing this? Like, it's so stupid. Like, why am I putting myself through this? So yes, Ricky Gervais was wonderful. The audience, not so much. Am I gonna make it? Yes. I could have totally made that. The car behind me hates me. I don't know why I did that. So yeah, and I just thought to myself, why am I doing this to myself? However, that being said, I did enjoy Ricky Gervais. The audience, no, but I actually really did enjoy his comedy. I can't say that I will ever go to a comedy gig by myself again. So yeah, that's a bit about me. So I have been quiet for a couple of reasons. My skin's been really bad. Turns out it's getting there. I've been trying to limit loads of stuff from my diet, but I can't limit anymore because otherwise I'll just be eating like fruits and vegetables, and that doesn't please me. So my camera died. And I was telling you something really interesting about my diet, which I'll probably talk to you about in another video, because this video is far too long. Why are you doing this? There's a big fuck off lorry that has just decided I'm driving this way, and this lorry is like this across the road, which now it's left, so I don't really know why I made such an issue out of it, but still, fuck you, lorry. So I'm not that late for work, it turns out. In fact, I'm not late at all, which is great. At work, I know that there is coconut milk and peanut butter and my favourite cereal, which is kind of like bran flakes, but the gluten-free version, because, you know, my life. Yeah, and that's waiting for me at work, which I'm totally excited about. And that's it, really. Working today. I'm going to Devon tomorrow, despite the fact that I have $0. I'm going to go and see Sophie, her husband, Nicole, and her boyfriend. So once again, I am the odd one out. The thing is, like, I don't really want to be surrounded by couples right now, but it is what it is. I am gonna go right now. Yeah, it is what it is, and the fact of the matter is that Sophie and Nicole are two of my best friends, and yeah, that's that. And then I am 28 on Tuesday. So I am 28 on the 28th of March, and I am really excited about it. I honestly do think that despite, you know, the last couple of months, and I say the last month being really fucking difficult, and it was difficult, excuse me, I'm feeling really optimistic for what this year is going to hold. Like, I do genuinely feel, and it might be completely misplaced, but I do feel that something amazing is going to happen, whether that means, you know, a new job, a new location, a new relationship maybe, although not too soon, because I don't need that in my life. That's it, really. I could say more, but I'm not going to, just in case who watches this. Anyway, so I'm going to park up in a minute. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. La, 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 la. Right, so I'm gonna go to work now, she says, reluctantly. So, is that my other co-worker? Oh. Yeah. Let me know if you want some more of these videos. But yeah, I will speak to you later.